This podcast is brought to you by Your Reno Works.
If you're looking for a trustworthy, dependable and responsible interior contractors for your home, contact Your Reno Works at 83837879.
Or you can head on over to their socials at Your Reno Works on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. Alternatively, you can also head on over to their website at www.yourrenoworks.com.
Yes.
Designing space, defining home with Your Reno Works. Your Reno Works can be trusted. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Outside In with your host Yanto
and Farah, your go-to source for honest conversations about relationships and marriage.
So if you are ready, let's go. Happy New Year!
Selamat tahun baru.
Yes, tapi video ni ataupun episod ni it was recorded 2024 lah. Pasal masih ada rambut lagi. Okay, pasal
The next episode korang tengok lah.
Ada Chan dah tak ada rambut lah. So
you're gonna see him botak for the first time as me. I also never see him botak before.
Tapi kita tunggulah premier botak tu.
Botak tu Yanto botak Yanto. Okay, anyway,
Yes.
This episode, the first episode of 2025 for OUTSIDEIN podcast, we have Yanto's favorite streamers, guys.
Yes.
They're finally here, guys.
Aku actually, for me, right, personally, I've been following them for the past 6-7 months gitu. And every single night, on Wednesdays to Saturdays, I will always be on my phone from 11:30 PM all the way until 1. Sometimes kalau diorang melirik sampai pukul 3, kadang-kadang lah. And then they are one of the reasons why aku got back into streaming, how I actually got back into gaming.
Yeah.
Because I love gaming.
Yes,
And I feel that being in their community of these two popular streamers in Singapore kan.
Yeah.
So I feel a sense of belonging,
Yes.
I feel I have a lot to say about them lah.
I think for me as your wife lah, maybe I can say a few things lah. I knew even before getting married that he was an avid gamer. Dia suka main game. So I have always macam accepted that side of him. So after we got married and all, like we bought PS4 together. We got a Nintendo. I mean, we played Nintendo together. So it's always have been something that has been a part of his life. I tried to be involved, but I can game, but I'm not good at it. So right now I'm just supporting him by I like to watch you playing games. Right, I told you before.
I'm like your real-time streamer lah.
Yeah, it's like because I cannot play, I'm not good at it. So I watch you play, macam shoot So I just sit down and then play
Yeah, you feel that, right? That's what I feel when I watch them.
Exactly.
Kan?
And also I want to add, because right now you don't really have the time to play games, so watching these two of your favorite streamers playing games, right, macam reliving that, macam like how I felt lah watching you playing games.
Alhamdulillah.
Macam tu.
Yeah, so without further ado, I'd like to introduce, ni bukan nama sebenar. They are Velvet, Spider and Prodigy.
Yay! Kalau kau tengok diorang pakai mask, ini muka sebenar. Ini muka asal. They are wearing mask for a reason. This is their
identity and character. So
nice.
I have never seen their faces before.
Tadi dah datang macam gini kan?
It's true. Yeah. So okay, Velvet. I call you Velvet. I call you Prod lah.
Yes.
So that's the short form that they always say during stream lah. Prod and Velv.
So, tapi apa? Velvet, Spider dengan
Prodigy.
Yes.
So maybe korang introduce yourself to our listeners. Siapa-siapa yang first time nampak korang ni. Actually guys,
Diorang nervous.
Diorang nervous. Ni diorang punya, walaupun diorang stream on a regular basis, tapi this is their first time, not Velvet's first time, but Prod's first time on the podcast.
Yeah.
So dia ada nervous sikit lah. Tak sikit, banyak.
Saya menggeletar saya.
Aku dah menggigil.
Macam mana ni? I think we just call it a day. Okay, yeah. So I am Velvet Spider. I go by the name Velvet,
Nice.
or Velv for short. So we have been streaming since 2019.
Wow, it's a very long time.
Yeah, but we started out on Facebook, where the logic was our friends are there, so they will naturally like our Facebook page and support us. But then we moved away from that in 2021, like that.
Yeah,
I guess.
2 years.
So we started to stream more on Twitch and eventually on TikTok, and that's where we are right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to look. I'm looking at the nose or eyes or where do I look?
My eyes are here. Or you just look at my general direction. So it should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not rude, don't worry.
Dia macam apa, I don't know which eye to look at.
Mata juling You don't even know.
Yeah, for Prod pula, how about yourself? You've been streaming together with Velvet all the way lah.
Yeah, so I knew Velvet before our streaming days. So we used to play online games together lah. And from there, he initiated the idea to, come on, let's try streaming. So I know his pain lah of the journey that we had from Facebook days all the way until Twitch.
Yeah.
So basically
nampak tangan nampak kita.
tangan tengah kena berbual macam ni. Aku dah stress, aku tak boleh. So basically my role, because I knew him somewhat on a personal basis as well, because we got to know each other, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to support him lah. So I joined him for his dia punya YouTube journey, then at the same time Facebook journey, and now finally on Twitch lah. So I'm the one who controls the scenes dekat Twitch. Then I'm also the main carry for the stream lah.
Okay, I see where we're going.
That's
Okay.
the only thing I can say lah.
So initially he wasn't supposed to be like on camera at all. So it was supposed to be just the voice.
Okay.
Yeah, but then eventually I sort of thought like, actually we need to put a face behind the voice, and he had to buy this mask lah.
The FIFA Potato mask,
Very, very anonymous.
Yeah.
Anonymous. Nak beli $4 kat Shopee lah.
I remember there's one stream that Valve pakai Spider-Man punya mask. Then he doesn't have that mouthpiece kan.
Yeah.
So the mask is just like sucking to his mouth.
Right? Yeah. That's why we need that. Yeah, I need that. Yeah.
So that's why you stick to this mask lah.
Yeah, it's easier
for
lah.
you.
Easier for me. Because I think his mask, the view is obstructed.
Yeah, it's very hard to.
Can you see us right now?
Can see lah, but
can see lah, but it's like very blur and very obscured.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like you.
Then wait, I've seen you wearing this particular mask before when you play games. How you play games?
Very hard lah. That's why I'm like terrible at it. That's why I'm very terrible at it. Yeah.
Okay.
the me character lah.
Yeah, that's my excuse lah if I do terribly in gaming.
Because of the mask.
Yeah, I blame the mask.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. We go to an icebreaker first.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Do you want to ask a few questions?
Okay, so because you guys are gamers kan, so maybe if we put a simple icebreaker question, if your life were a video game, what would the title be?
Oh.
I would. Sorry.
The jam.
I think for me it would be Dead by Daylight lah. I'm not sure if you guys heard of the game.
Dead by Daylight zombie
Dead
game.
by Daylight. Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
because by the day I'm usually dead lah. And by night
You're
I'm
alive.
usually quite alive lah.
So you're a zombie lah kira kan.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
morning to afternoon is more of routine.
Routine.
Only at night when I have time for myself, baru I'm alive.
Right.
So Dead by Daylight, yes.
Faham.
Hey, well.
Mine would be if you guys know about the series Prince of Persia.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't see myself as a prince, but there's this particular game. The first installment of them was Sense of Time.
Sense of Time. Yeah.
Yeah, so his power is he can rewind time.
Mm.
And if I had an opportunity to have that power, I would gladly,
Rewind
keep
time.
rewinding time and like correcting my mistakes lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on.
So that's your game of the game for your to
Yeah.
describe your life lah.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe before we delve into your personal lives in a sense, okay, aku nak tanya sikit more about how korang day to day basis. Pasal Prod kata tadi you pagi is routine, malam game. So do you like game on daily basis?
For me, gaming has been a part of me since I was young lah. So macam kalau I don't game for one day, dah start gatal. It's a itch lah. So I try my best to slot in sometimes for game, but there are times macam dah terlalu penat lah. Because the routine is really routine from Monday to Friday. Right, Monday to Sunday. So sometimes the routine gets a bit
mundane
and
right.
it drains out a lot from you lah.
Right.
So if I don't game, at most I just go to sleep lah. To just recover myself lah. Yeah.
Okay.
For Vel pula, do you game daily?
Not as often as way before we started streaming. So
Right. Okay.
back like way before we started streaming, we played a lot of Fortnite. Like we would take off days, we would take leave just to play
Just to
Fortnite.
play Fortnite, Wow.
We would be like before lunch, balik bang main game. Settle, let's go. Then I will like I will tell my manager, I'm going on off right now. I want to clear my off. And then we will go back, we will like play Fortnite until we have to pick up our kids. Yeah, that's like around like 5:30 like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so we were very active back then. But right now, with a lot of videos that I have to do and like responsibilities, it's very hard to game for myself lah.
Apart from your Twitch streaming lah.
Correct. Yeah. So
Right.
that's like for me, that's my responsibility as a gamer, as a streamer. I have to be disciplined enough to at least game on Wednesdays to Saturdays. But other than that, very hard for me to find the time and
Right.
actually find the energy. Like Prod says,
Mm-mm.
we like eventually we're gonna just sleep. Like so at
Which
this age,
happens
sedap saya tidur.
Seriously. Yeah, so macam tadi Velv katakan to pick up the kids. So kalau korang tak tahu, Velvet and Prodigy ni, they are both married with children. Yeah. So
I have a question about that. Can I ask? So as dulu dari bujang, right, sampai you dah kahwin, sekarang ada anak, you have been macam a gamer, right? So through the transition sampai sekarang, if you can think of one word, right, to describe what is gaming actually to you, because this one is just macam some people might say macam
it's a hobby
dah
lah.
tua pun main game gitu. Yeah. So what is gaming to you actually?
I think in general, kalau people know that you like to play games, they think you're addicted lah.
Addicted to gaming.
Addicted to gaming.
Right. Okay.
So that's what my family members and my wife tell me when they know I like to game. Especially my wife, you ni addicted lah. But over time, she managed to tahu yang this is a form of escape from our daily routines, macam stress, this and that. So we just macam gain satisfaction lah, macam you complete a game atau you achieve something in a game. That means out of the bad day, you did something so-called good for yourself lah.
Okay, I understand.
Mine would be gaming is life.
Gaming is life.
Gaming is life, you know. So cause like I totally get where you're at. Like people would think like guys our age are still gaming are like childish or immature. But I would like to say this analogy lah. So just imagine you reading a book. So you want to escape. You know, as you're reading the words, your mind will take you to that place where you envision, where you paint that picture.
Yep.
But it's the same as gaming. Except gaming, they have already painted that picture and you are controlling that character yourself. Like where else can you be Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Where
That's
else?
true.
It's just
In the
that game. And that is where you are the most involved and you are like, basically you are him lah. And you cannot be anywhere else when you're playing that game. So to me, that's like gaming is an extension of what you actually want to be, but you cannot lah, you know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, kalau kita nak jadi Superman, kita lompat luar tingkap.
itulah. Itulah exactly.
Yeah, so I think I agree with them also, because I feel that when I used to, before I got married, when I was still actively gaming also, it's a moment where, you know, you enter into a realm of fantasy. You know, depends on the game. Either you're a detective, either you're a warrior somewhere, you know, or you're a superhero character. So I feel that, and then it allows me to recuperate and regenerate kita punya mental state, mental health, because I feel this I would say is rational. This is, I would say, gamers feel the same way. Like for some for those who like fishing is an escape for them.
Ada yang suka kereta otomotif.
Yeah. So these are all our forms of coping mechanisms for our daily struggles in life and things like that.
Faham. Yeah, women also have their own.
Can.
We call it macam therapy lah. It might be shopping, or some even might be spending time with their kids. It's different, each to own, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think for me as your wife, dulu bila kita tengah dating kan, I did feel like macam dia ni macam suka gaming sangat, macam addicted to gaming, you know. But then honestly, I feel like after we got married, it's like I would rather you play games rather than you go outside.
Has your wife ever told you that?
Yeah, exactly the same thing. Yeah,
Really?
so I'm not the lepak, like go
Lepak
out
outside.
lepak and I'm not that kind. So my life is divided into two passionate hobbies. So basically,
two
one is
passions.
gaming and the other one is skateboarding. So
Oh.
if I'm not doing either of them, I'm probably at home like spending time with my family lah. So my wife knows that, and she is very very understanding of my needs as a person that I require
Right.
one of these, at least one of these lah. So
Yeah. I think your partner also plays a part.
Yeah.
lah.
To a point that, if I'm not wrong, that time during one of your streams, you said that your wife wanted you to buy a game.
Oh, really?
I think I can't remember which game was it.
yeah. She wanted to buy apa yang that.
Wukong lah.
Yeah, she
Wukong.
wanted to buy Wukong for me because she like you mentioned you like to watch him play game, right?
Yeah.
She's exactly
Is
that.
it?
Yeah, she
I
like
don't know why.
yeah. And especially like she is very dia punya interest lies in Chinese mythologies.
Oh,
So she
wow.
wants to like watch me play that. But the thing is that game is hard and I am not very good at hard games.
I think benda-benda word kelakar semua keluar.
Yeah, man. And then if I was playing it while she's watching, and probably the kids will be up as well lah. So kalau tersilap, tersasul ke tercakap,
Susah sikit.
yes, exactly. Exactly.
Kalau malam when you stream, your kids are already asleep kan. So generally they won't hear whatever terkeluar daripada mulut lah.
Yes, ideally yes. Correct, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for Prod pula, when did you feel like your wife actually macam okay lah, just let him play game and not macam complain so much anymore? Was there any moment like that?
My wife tried to so-called macam change my macam hobby or something like that lah.
Okay.
So she's like, come watch K-drama with me, come watch
K-drama.
movies with me. Pasal that is her escape kalau K-drama.
Right.
So I tried, pasal nak kena compromise kan. So I tried. So I just tengok dan dia. But most of the time I will fall asleep.
Faham?
Then they will get angry. Then the next day, then she will say, asal you tidur? Macam, this is not for me. I tak suka tengok benda static. I need to like move my hands or something like that lah. So from there, then I told her, never mind, you just let me play my game. If you need anything, macam any urgent agenda that you need to discuss or what, then you come and ask me lah. Then I will just go there. So from there baru dia faham macam like you guys say lah, macam at least she knows I'm home.
Right.
So my presence is there. Anything she needs, she can find me.
So
Rather
macam
than I keluar lepak or whatsoever lah.
yeah, so macam dia dekat luar tengok K-drama, then you inside the room playing your game.
Yes.
Both like recharging.
Yes.
But in the same house. Yes.
Which is I want to pick up what
Nice.
Prod said also about the way we are. This is not your escape. So like just now we mentioned kan, everyone have their own escape areas to go to. Like for your wife is K-drama. So that's something that we have to understand as a husband and wife. If let's say kita punya interests are different, that's where kita semua kena understand that okay, we may ask them to join us. If they take the effort to join, okay, we have to give them props to that. Because kalau kita tak, and then we're like, asal you gini-gini, habis nanti dia marah, then korang akan bercanggah. So whereas when you appreciate their effort for putting in that they put in to appreciate to join you in your escape, then okay, then you embrace that moment together in a period of time. But ultimately, both of you, we have mentioned this a few times. I say a lot of times. We are both different individuals that got married on the same boat. So you will have your own individual time. So it's okay.
I think it might even be a good thing,
Yeah.
Because you are husband and wife.
Yeah.
You live every day together. You see each other every day. You need a bit of time away, doing things that you like. You fill yourself up again, so you can show up better for your partner.
Yeah.
Macam tengok macam ni, if I force myself, right? For example, I don't like to play game. Then you force me, then I like. It's like it's not nice. You see.
Then I will be recharged, and then you wouldn't be.
Yeah, I
Sama
will be
macam Prod kalau tengok K-drama, dia punya recharge tidur.
Yeah, as husband and wife, I think the longer you are in a marriage, you will have a deeper understanding. So for me personally, I kind of have that understanding like this. Because last time I used to feel macam kalau dia main game, that means he don't want to spend time with me. I always have that thing, right? Even not just gaming, like even if you want to go anywhere or what, I always macam bring it back to the fact that you would rather do this thing rather than spend time with me. But then as we got into a marriage and we understand more about each other, I kind of feel like I take that less personally lah.
Right.
It's literally just you are taking care of your needs. So I also take care of my needs, and then when we are both recharged, we just come together.
Yes. That is, we can do that if the activity that you're doing is healthy lah. Kalau korang buat benda yang merepek, janganlah. Lepas tu dia cakap, yang Farah kata boleh. So make sure it's a good form of activity lah. Like for me, gaming, I feel is a way to ignite kita punya motor sensory skills, kita punya brain activity, you know. Yeah, so it's okay to delve into the realm of gaming. If you already are a gamer, that's good. But of course kita ada dia punya limits, kan? So has your wives ever tell you guys that macam, okay, kalau you nak main, you boleh main 1 jam aja, ataupun they let you play and then you just come back when you're ready? Generally, anyone?
Okay, because I'll tell you why we ask this question lah.
Yeah.
Because as a wife, we love you guys, right? We love our husband.
Yeah.
Right.
You better love me.
We want them to do what they love. But then when it's macam a bit too much kan, and then responsibilities are like pushed aside, right? That's when we feel macam, okay, like, come back.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Like we are not giving you guys enough attention.
Enough attention.
I get it.
Or like macam responsibilities lah. Maybe rumah
tak terjaga. Kalau game dah more than 5 hours per day, every day, rumah makanan tak pinggan tak cuci ke, ataupun toilet makin kotor, that kind of thing. But has there been a limit that has been set for you guys, ataupun they generally understand how it is for you?
Assalamualaikum, Latif here from Your Reno Works. January sampai Mei, kita will be providing you all a promotion 10% discount on our hacking services. Apa tu hacking? Anything, everything got to do with demolition. Pecah tembok, pecah kabinet, buang vinyl, buang lantai, buang. Make use of kita punya promotion to ease your pocket a bit lah, InsyaAllah. Call us on Your Reno Works at 83837879. Seek.
Usually they, like for me, my wife understands because I usually like do the house chores way before streaming starts.
Nice.
I like put the kids to sleep and I will fall asleep myself. Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yep.
Yeah, so she has this common understanding, and I agree with you about like spending some time apart, and then coming back after you guys are fully recharged. And I think not many people see it that way. So I kind of feel we need to bring it out there. Yeah, bring it out there that it's not like sometimes it's we have to take care of our own needs lah. Like you say, we need to break away from the reality of whatever that we have lah. Kadang-kadang macam really kerja betul-betul mundane, and we need a certain escape, and that is for us guys is either like main bola, and if you guys don't like us to go outside lepak, we have to resort to gaming lah. Yeah,
that's true.
So for Prab lah, similar.
Mine was more of a trial and error approach lah.
I
So macam
think that's realistic.
I try to help her with things to macam gain so-called like macam her approval. Like, hey, I already help you do this, so nanti kasi let me play game lah. So for me, my schedule is after work, I will always fetch the kids. I will fetch the kids, then I will settle the kids. I will make sure dorang dah dapat makan semua before she come back home. So that's one of the big routine that I handle lah. So when she comes home, she just has to shower, then she can do spend time with the kids. Macam tak ada handover. Dia handover pukul 10 gitu baru boleh handover. After they all go to bed baru kita boleh handover lah. But yeah, so it's more the small nitty-gritty things that tell you, hey, I will help you with this. You just do what you need to do. But after that, my turn lah. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of compromise and like supporting each other lah.
Which I feel this is possible for the both of you to delve into your world of gaming and then to stream on Wednesday to Saturdays, because I understand streaming is a big responsibility, kan? Yeah, at the same time, because you have developed a community yang really look forward to your streaming. Like me, I'm one of them. They look forward to streaming. So like you know that this is something that you do on almost a daily basis. So kalau the relationship dengan your wife is not as strong, and then the communication between the both of you is not as clear and apa nama dia, clear and apa?
Yelah.
Yeah, clear lah.
Clear and apa lagi? Clear lah.
Clear and they don't understand this portion of this this whole arrangement that you have. I feel that this probably wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
It will become more of a like, kena stream lagi, kena stream. So it will be a chore.
Yeah.
Between the both of you, and then boleh jadi pergaduhan.
Yeah.
So how then would you say, you communicated with your wife? I understand that you mentioned your wives both understand where you guys are and what you need, but how do you reach there? That stage of understanding and compromise.
I mean, starting out, surely we're gonna get like into small squabbles lah. Macam, stream lagi nyari. Malam dah stream ber. And then like, so again, like maybe probably the same as Prod lah. We have to like trial and error. Kita try tengok, okay, maybe we try like Wednesday and then we do on a Friday. And then we see if that works lah. Like if she is okay and if I need to do, like more responsibilities or whatever, take care of the family's needs before I start streaming lah. So it's a lot of back and forth and a lot of like, are you okay with this? If you're okay, then we can try this lah. And if not, then we can work something out lah. It's mainly of like discussing lah, because it's not just me streaming. It is her not having me around, like physically, like helping out or whatever within that. I mean, like 2 hours or 3 hours, and that could have been time spent together. So a lot of talking with each other, understanding, compromising, all that sort lah.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. I think for this kind of, I mean, whatever lah, it might be any type of hobbies, right? Gaming or like fishing, football ke apa ke. It's between a husband and a wife, we understand each other punya interests and hobbies, but it's
salah. We know of each other's interests and hobbies, but can they understand these interests and hobbies?
yeah. So the point is not you. Macam cakap macam Velvet cakap tadi it's not he want to go stream, right? Then he just macam malam nak pergi stream, you pandai-pandai. It's you have to have a discussion.
Yeah.
To macam ask, is this okay with you?
Yeah.
Kalau it's not okay with me, then I say okay, maybe you hantar anak-anak pergi sini ke apa, and then kita tak ada anak lah, but we make some kind of arrangement to suit both of us punya needs, comfortability.
So for my case, cause I am streaming from Wednesdays to Saturdays, right? And then you'll be like, Abe, then what about my wife? What does she do? What does she do?
What does
right?
she do? Yeah.
So whenever like her friends ask her out or like hang out, then that would be her outlet.
Right.
Yeah, so I will give her that time and space lah. It's only fair because she has sacrificed herself, her time, just so we can stream lah for everybody and also for ourselves. So I guess that's the part of the understanding and the compromise that we both have agreed on lah.
Understand. Actually, have this gaming and streaming thing made you guys stronger in a way?
Stronger? I haven't been exercising though.
Your marriage.
Right.
But you were at one point in time. Every day push up.
Janganlah. Stronger?
In terms of your communication, how you guys, because like you said, so you spend time away from each other, during these 2-3 hours of stream. But has that sometimes they say distance make the heart grow fonder. But for you to be able to reach there, I would assume that korang dah this daily streaming.
Okay, you finish first.
Daily streaming, and then but because for you to reach that stage, korang really like have proper conversations, deep to really understanding each other's needs and wants. So naturally, I would assume it would have helped you develop that relationship to a more stronger bond, I would say.
Yeah, and like to add on that, maybe I should rephrase my question. Do you feel like you appreciate your spouse more?
Yes.
Because they allow you to do this.
This one cannot hesitate.
If my wife does this, yes, I appreciate you a lot.
Yes, love you so much lah. Thank you for allowing us to do this lah. This nonsense lah. Thank you so much lah.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice lah.
Yes, they are very appreciative of you, wives.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you.
kalau if let's say, I mean, as much as there's always the saying apa lelaki belit beras and things like that kan. But
Ooh. Ooh.
but I feel that this kind of thing we can take that traditional cultural role of you dengar cakap I nak stream means I nak stream. We can do that, and then it becomes a very sour marriage.
Yeah.
Then the night nanti kau tengok dah habis stream, pintu bilik lock, kau tidur kat luar. Nak sangat gaming, kau tidur dalam bilik gaming. Betul tak? So but that's why it's important that we understand, even breaking the cycle in itself, it comes from the point of we love each other. We love our spouses pula. We love our spouse.
Hey, something we don't know.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
First episode 2025. Don't
We love our spouse, and then we don't want to come in a way of we are the authoritarian. Am I saying it right? Yeah.
Yes.
So if you are a husband, you act like a husband who loves your wife.
Yeah.
If you just say no, I want to game, you don't say anything, then definitely you're dictating your wife punya.
Correct.
You're ignoring her needs, you're
Correct.
ignoring her feelings,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so I feel it's really important for us to understand that.
Yeah, and I think because females, they require more attention than men, and more like those reassuring
Betul.
stuff, like words of affirmation.
Yes.
I mean, like their love language is more than more and like differently communicated than men.
Betul.
So
Generally.
we have to make an extra effort to show that lah, and
Right.
I think that should be done more than gaming itself lah.
Yeah.
Like in order to game, you have to do so and so
Betul.
more. Yeah.
I think that's why partly I asked the question lah. Do you feel like you appreciate your spouse more? Because sometimes when we give, when we give our husband this kind of freedom, so called, sometimes all we need is just like an appreciation back. Macam, Yang, thank you so much, for letting me doing this,
Yeah.
and not just macam
Gitu je.
just do your own stuff, and like while we are here, like accommodating to all your needs. It goes both ways.
Yeah,
lah.
just want to put it out there. Thank you so much for taking care of the children when we are gaming and streaming. Sorry. I'm looking here, but my eyes are there.
Right. So with that being said,
Yeah.
talking about words of affirmation kan. So I have a very sensitive question to ask relating to gaming. We talk about it just now.
2025 ni kita nak fire sikit.
Sikit.
Push.
So gamers understand that when we enter, nowadays games are all in public sector pula. Public service. Sorry. So there are a lot of different people joining our game rooms. Right? Especially unless you play a solo game.
Yeah.
Like if you
I already
play
know that. Okay.
Yeah, if you play Spider-Man, usually it's a solo game,
Yeah,
right?
correct,
But
yeah.
if you play like Fortnite, you play Call of Duty. Wow.
So swaggy.
Wow.
Or even Destiny, for example.
Yeah.
So all these games are public servers.
Yeah.
And then you have different people joining your.
Cakap je lah different gender.
Different gender. Yeah. So you guys are married men with children.
Yeah.
How does it feel? I would say how does it feel? How does your spouse feel when there's people of the opposite gender joining your team, and then they hear voice notes, voice chat? It's like, suara perempuan, things like that. Has that ever been an issue?
Has it ever been an issue for you? Or maybe before that question, I will ask you guys personally, when you play game when you play macam, because you cannot choose who you play with sometimes, right?
Yeah.
It's like you are automatically matched.
Yeah.
So
See, she knows because she's a gamer.
yeah. So when you play a game and there's a lady in the group, like how do you feel? You macam just a member atau
Just a player, another gamer.
how do you personally feel lah?
I think for guys, kita tak ada issues with female gamers or male gamers. Pasal at the end of the day, we're just there to play games lah.
Yeah.
I think it's more for the wife. Like for my wife lah, for example, macam kalau macam ada female gamer ke apa, knowing her, I know she will soal siasat me lah.
Yeah.
Asking me who is she, dia dari mana, how does she look like, blah blah this and that. So whatever information I can give her, I will give. Because
That's nice.
it's more of a trust thing lah. I want her to trust me that I'm not here to get my second spouse or whatsoever. I'm here to play games. I want to win in the game. I just want to enjoy myself. This is just a member of the community. So as long as they're comfortable in knowing what she wants to know, then I will give it to her lah, as much as I can give, so that dia tak fikiran sangat lah.
Yeah, you assure her lah. Okay, faham. Kalau Velvet pula.
So can you repeat the question? I was like lost in his answers.
When you play a game too, and there's a woman, right? How do you personally approach the situation? Yeah.
Actually, treat her like a normal player lah. I do not develop like any. I mean, of course, we don't develop feelings via the first match. But I mean, like our mentality as gamers, right? We just want to win. So if you can carry your weight, if you can, you don't burden the team. I think that's fine. I mean, you want to be a kid or really doesn't matter the gender lah. Like for me and even my wife lah. My wife also, she understands that it's a public server. Anybody can join. Literally anybody from the US or Asia, anybody can join. To play the game lah. So we cannot control who joins us, unless it is a private community led game. Even then, I would tell my wife lah that we have like female members of the community joining us, and she'll be okay with that because she trusts me, and we have that trust between each other lah. Yeah. Right. So she is generally okay lah because she knows at the end of the day we're just gaming, nothing else.
Tapi kadang the husbands are okay, but sometimes there are just some people out there macam gatal.
Gedi.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not that we don't trust y'all like our husband, but it's just that because we can see what we can hear the volume gitu. So macam kita macam you know what I mean? Have you ever guys had macam orang gedi-gedi?
I think for us we don't normally have girls in our chat, in our voice chat itself lah. It's more of them typing out. So and then because we are very crude and like very straightforward, so we will either shut down or just play off lah. Yeah. So it's not more of macam kita flirt balik or whatever, because we don't usually do that. So we usually like just shut down your advances and we just go about our daily lives lah.
Now I have a question for you.
Me?
Yes,
okay.
because this is on behalf of guy gamers out there who are experiencing this situation. Kalau ada perempuan gedik kat dalam ni kan, kita dah buat apa kita patut buat, which is to buat bodoh ataupun like just layan as the game goes, because we need communication for gaming in certain situations. What would make you feel okay for such a gedik person to be inside the team?
For such a gedik person to be inside,
because we cannot, like you say, we cannot control who enters the team, who enters the chat. Right, so
I understand. I understand the situation, and it's the bottom line is I understand, but sometimes this I
just
think
makes you feel a bit.
Honestly, I think now that I ask myself, right, it's because that Yan is a very nice guy.
Oh shit!
Oh, here it comes, Yan. Okay.
He is so nice that sometimes he is just being friendly, but it could be seen like dia melayan.
Yeah.
Did I just shoot myself in the foot?
So, but no, I understand that in games that you have to play, and sometimes there are gedik people, but you know how I deal with it, ma. I will still let you play, but after that I will say like, that girl you better that girl Sometimes I will see on the scroll nampak. And then usually I will show that I don't like lah, right? I will like, can you just skip? Okay. Then the scroll. Okay, the scroll. So I mean, if you assure me and you macam you still show me that I still love you, that kind of thing.
This is just a game.
Things that we need as women, assurance.
Which goes without saying that kita punya hidup ni, there are certain things that we can control, certain things that we cannot. So in this particular scenario, we control our actions because that's something that is within our control. So we ensure that the things that comes out from our mouth is respectful and respectful not just to the community but also to our own spouses.
Yeah.
Spouses lagi aku cakap. Our own spouse.
Spouse.
Kita semua kat sini ada
Okay, come on.
spouse.
Come on, Yanto, come on. Dah second strike ni.
So that's generally the in terms of gaming, because I feel that kadang-kadang even if for those yang tak understand how the gaming society works nowadays, that's a lot of public servers are there, and then we cannot fault our partners. We cannot. I'm trying to defend the guys lah.
Yeah.
We cannot fault us for having female in the team when it's not something that we control.
Yeah.
So kalau let's say you want to mempertikaikan your partner for their actions, then you look at how they react when these ladies come into the team. Dia macam, ada chicks. Then jadi masalah lah.
Yeah.
Kalau you just say, okay, kau jadi sniper, kau tunggu kat belakang, kau tunggu apa, kau cover. That kind of conversation, I think is fine.
Yeah,
Kan?
exactly.
Yeah.
I think now we're on this topic, right? I'm just very curious. I want to ask you something. For example, right? You know, okay, last time, context. I will give you some context. Last time, I smule a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, smule is a app on your phone that you can
nyanyi
sing
lah.
lah, and then anybody can join you. So you cannot control who who join you singing, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh shit. You asked me this before, no? Why you buka aib now?
it's like kind of the
tak.
same situation.
Yeah.
It's like you cannot control who joins
Yep.
you to duet with you.
Yeah.
So I've received a few macam guys lah
Banyak.
joining
Banyak.
my singing. So how do you feel about it then?
Assalamualaikum guys, Latif here again from Your Reno Works. So a few tips I nak share hari is about hacking. People would say hacking is the most expensive punya scope in renovation. Not the most, but one of the expensive ones lah. So why is it expensive? It is because it's a labor intensive job. We need physical people untuk hack, pecah, pakai mesin, gereng. So with the discount that kita akan promote to you all, this will benefit you on your quotation juga. Call us at 83837879. Your Reno Works can be trusted.
Jealous.
Right?
Because the guys nyanyi kat orang suara dorang sedap gila.
Yeah.
Don't worry lah, Yanto.
See, that
Yours
is-
still sedap.
That is a bit of my insecurity also, because I'm not good with games. I want to play games with you, but I'm not good. And then every time we try, kita gaduh, that kind of thing. So macam sometimes the jealousy comes from the fact that he is playing with a
Someone
girl
better.
who
Can
is a
play.
gamer also. But no lah, that one is just my intrusive thoughts.
Right.
Like a general kind of thoughts. It's just I don't mind him playing games and all those kind of things. This nitty-gritty, we have to talk about it lah, but it's not so much of a concern.
Yeah, but I think that's valid though. I think we men do not think about that. So thank you for that. I will think about it. Yeah, I will think about it. Yeah.
Nice. All the gamer guys.
Yeah, man.
Call of Duty.
I bet it's going to be the next tagline. Well, okay, but because we have to understand lah, kita semua berbeza, kan? There's always the most important thing is that trust that you have with your spouse.
Yes.
No matter what happens to all the gamers out there, guys and girl gamers, it's very important for us to, if you have a partner, family comes first. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Right? So I understand that, throughout this whole years of you guys streaming, you guys have been, there are certain times that you cancel your stream because of certain family issues and things like that. Kan? So what are some of the struggles that you face in terms of, trying to control korang punya consistency in terms of streaming?
Balance.
The balance, yeah.
Balance. I think routine. Like for us, like for me, maybe. The routine is put the children to sleep by 10 and then prepare from 10 to 11 the streaming stuff or like spend time. Spend time. I correct myself. I apologize. I still love you.
Spend time with the wife.
It's she layan my Karina. Okay. Okay. Please save me. Yeah. So it's we spending time together. Because usually like when we pick up our own children, it's just us taking care of children, and we are not spending time with each other. Talking about how's our day, like. Anything bad happen or anything you want to talk about, any grievances at work, these are the stuff that has been set aside between 10 to 11 lah, where possible. If not, usually it'll be cut shorter. So usually that's the routine that I would like set aside with. What was the question again?
Yeah, what are the struggles to remain consistent in your streaming?
Alright, okay.
My turn.
Yeah.
To be honest, when we first started streaming, I enjoyed the schedule lah. Macam every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday kita will like
Main game.
all out. But as time goes by, to be honest, it gets very tiring. So macam at the time I'm just like hoping pukul 11 Valve never message me. Macam kalau usually when we want to start stream, aku dah on. I already online already. So if let's say by 11 o'clock when he never message me, right, I say Alhamdulillah, high chance dia dah tidur. Okay, I shall take this time to just go and sleep as well lah, to recover myself lah. Then macam like during streaming pun sometimes
You fall asleep?
No. Macam like for example my during streaming my children sakit lah.
Oh yeah, happens.
It happens. Like, so sometimes I cannot be there. So stream dia dah on, tapi I have to go away. I bilang bila baik you all just go and play lah. So nanti kat sana ada main webcam, tapi gambar kosong, gambar kerusi je. So I'm like, mak macam mana ni nak kena settle pula. But yalah, family comes first lah. So I just make sure my kids are settled. Then Belf will like handle the whole stream by himself first lah.
There was once also I saw you help your daughter, is it?
Yeah.
Dia tengah sakit. Then I was like, kenapa tu dia sakit lah? Then dia clingy. So dia tengah gini, tangan dia gini. So
actually the burnout comes from pressure, right? Because you have a community and you have a schedule, then you have to play games. It's fun, but like you said, after a while it gets tiring.
Yeah, I mean like honestly, I did not expect to be where we are.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah for everything that is good and bad that has happened lah. Yeah, I did not expect to be here. So the expectation of turning up for your community, it feels like I suddenly have an added responsibility lah. You know, like like when you say you look forward to our stream, that is very, very touching for me because nobody looks forward to us talking or streaming. Like, you know, like we have been streaming since 2019. None of our Facebook friends watch. Okay lah, I mean like have lah. Those are the jiwa people lah. Yeah. But to have somebody external to join and watch us from like start to finish, that is dedication. Yeah, you guys can like go and watch Netflix atau do something with your partner or whatever, but you have made the choice to spend time with us, and that itself is like it's mind-boggling to me lah. And I've never taken it for granted. I've been so grateful and appreciative with all the support. That's why it feels like very, you know, that added responsibility lah. You know, I have people messaging me like, are you going live tonight?
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, aku penat, tapi like, damn, because of you, I'm gonna turn up lah. You know, I want to be there for you because you have been there for us like for so many months. You know, I don't want to disappoint you, but at the same time, I also have responsibilities. Yeah. So that's where we have to like, you know, balance it out. Yeah.
So that's why I think we as fellow adults lah, we understand if certain days you guys cannot stream.
As your the person inside the community. How would you like to respond to that?
Yeah, I actually feel, you know, as a content creator also, we feel the burnout also. Kadang malam-malam masih kerja. Then we have our day jobs as well.
Yeah.
So there are certain times when kita tak rasa macam, I feel very tired today. But when I know this, that you still stream for us, even though you're tired. And there are times also like Belf tengah tunggu, Prod tak reply. Dia stream dulu. Prod tak, agaknya Prod tertidur, things like that. So it becomes, we understand tau, korang penat macam mana pun, korang give that extra effort just to turn up for the community. And as a member of Valve X Prodigy punya Twitch community, I would say thank you for doing that for us.
Damn. Nak nangis.
Tisu tak masuk lah.
Tu ada. Kau boleh saya, aku tak boleh saya.
Nanti dapat basuh.
Buka emas je basah.
Kuyuk ni.
Okay, but talking about balancing, right? And like you guys mentioned, there are challenges in your personal lives, but you still show up for your community sometimes, if it permits lah, insyaAllah. So some of these struggles ni kan, I heard lah, this is what I heard from my husband, because he watches you guys, right? He said that for Velvet, you have this vision of leaving a legacy for your for your kid.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my children are gamers as well.
Right, nice.
Right. Yeah. Good and bad lah, cause they spend a lot of time on their screens. Yeah, so that's the best part. I mean, sorry, that's the bad part. The good part is they wanna be gamers. Like if you were to ask anybody's children right now, ask what they wanna be, they will say they wanna become a YouTuber. Okay, they just want to become a YouTuber.
Yeah, kids nowadays.
Skibidi.
Secret toilet.
Yeah. So for me, the idea behind the mask is I wanna pass it on. So if I am able to pass this mask on to my children, then they've already. I mean, I already built that thing, right? The legacy. They just have to continue it.
Wow.
So just carry on the success if there is success lah. If it's not, then I mean it's fine. We tried, and if it didn't work out, alhamdulillah. If it works out, also alhamdulillah. Yeah.
For the experience also lah kan.
Yeah.
Which is I feel very touching lah, because we always want to pass down something to our future generation.
Yeah.
And in this sense, this is something that you built. Like currently, your streamers are at like 304, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, around there.
304 streamers on subscribers on Twitch, and then your TikTok followers are substantial amount as well. But Prod tak ada TikTok personal kau. Ada, cuma dia tak create content.
My job at TikTok is once he post, I like, I repost, I share dah. Support. So that algorithm.
Yeah. Support is free, guys. Support is free. Engagement is free. Yeah.
Right. So this kind of things, it is of value in our digital world at this time, at this era lah. Because the numbers definitely cost something.
Yeah.
It's a value.
Yeah,
So,
the social currency. Yeah.
yeah, social currency. Oh, that's the word. Oh my god. Thanks for reminding me of that.
Social currency, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel that doing this for your two children, I think is really something that I hope they pick up lah. Because if let's say one day we do have children, like, hey, this one is
Oh my god, can you imagine it? Like us right now, we watch Velvet as macam you Velvet, and then our kids will like watch like your kid Velvet. It'll be so
Kid
cute.
Velvet and Kid Prodigy.
They're like, hi.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I mean, I have showcased them before lah, because they wanted to be in the stream so much. But then I keep telling them, okay, you can be in the stream. Both of you have to wear masks. So we bought for them like each a Spider-Man mask.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, they will, because I told them to introduce themselves. Then they accidentally said their real name. Then like, oh yeah, I forgot to give you your pseudo name. No, that's not your real name. Yeah, so that was a cute moment lah, I feel. Yeah.
So cute. Yeah, so okay, maybe before we have like maybe about 10-15 minutes left. So I actually one of the reasons also we want to call the both of you down is because I think one of the streams Valve actually pernah share a bit more of the intimate moments that you have, intimate private moments of your family that you shared, and then it feels that there was also a period of time that you were a bit down and things like that. So I feel that the both of you punya dynamics is something that I actually look up to as friends, because korang punya support for each other and things like that. So actually, if you don't mind sharing, Valve, I understand that you are facing, I wouldn't say facing, but you are going through something with your family, in terms of some medical stuff. Yeah. Is it okay for you to share?
I think can, because it brings awareness lah. So my first son, he has DMD, which is Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
Okay.
So that is a degenerative muscle punya disease lah. So right now he is able to jog and walk, but eventually as he gets older, his muscle will deteriorate. So that means he will be unable to walk. He will require a wheelchair, and then eventually, he basically from his feet until his maybe like
Is it?
around there, the degenerative part will take over lah, and then it will slowly eat up the organ part. So
Organs also.
yeah, so
Okay.
according to clinical research, he won't live past 30. Yeah, so this is this one very very triggering for me. So quite berat lah this topic. We have been facing this issue since way back when, way before streaming. So I felt that I mean we as parents, we wanna do our do our children proud lah. As much as apa ni? Lagu sedih. don't trigger my tears. You're not supposed to trigger my tears, Yanto. I'm supposed to not cry behind this mask. Yeah, so I like I've never thought about it. Like for me, like right now, right, when I was a child, I've always wanted to make my father proud. But for me right now as a parent, I want to make my child proud. Like I want him to look up to me and say like, that's my dad lah. You know, and he did something. He did something for me. And I feel I don't know why, but I feel the need to want to do that. I want his validation. And nobody else's lah. I mean maybe my spouse lah and my other son, but him especially, I want him to like, ever since we got to know about his condition, right, everything I do, right, it has always been for him. Yes, it has nothing to do with me or for generally, like for myself lah. Like no matter how tired I always have him in mind lah. That's just it lah. That's my intention. Like my niat has always been to give him a better life, like the life that I want, but at least I get to give him. So everything that I am working towards is always him in mind. Nothing else and nobody else lah. And my wife understands this and Prod understands this. Yeah.
The condition is rare, is it?
Very rare. It's one out of how many thousands of boys. It's usually boys yang dapat. Yeah, it's there are two. It's either spontaneous atau apa tu dia panggil? From your generation, right? Pass down from generation.
Genetics.
Yes, that one. So me and my wife tak ada.
Okay.
So it's spontaneous lah. This I always see it like macam memang dah terpilih lah.
Right.
Yeah, so we have come to terms with it. We are grateful for the challenges and yeah, because dia like, to me I always say dia anak syurga lah. You know?
InsyaAllah.
And who am I to like say this is a burden from God?
Yeah.
You know, we just take it as it is lah.
Right.
You know, take it one day at a time and
InsyaAllah.
I mean, when Yan watches you guys, right, from the start, I feel like, okay, this is something that he enjoys, so I'm just gonna let him watch. And then eventually, I also started to watch, so I kind of dah kenal like your catchphrases and like stuff like that, and I also enjoy it as well. But then sometimes when we see people on screen, right, especially macam maybe whoever that you look up to lah, you see their life is like macam perfect, or like they laugh and smile all the time. But then, when you listen to these kind of stories, right, actually these are the people who are like hurting the most.
They always say those who hurt the most are the happiest on the outside.
I agree. Yeah.
Very happy.
Yeah, so, but with that being said, Prod, when you heard of Val's punya mission, to create this kind of thing, what did you feel about this whole situation?
Actually, I knew of the condition from my wife, because my wife has a friend whose child also is facing through this condition.
Wow.
So when he broke the news to me, my son is diagnosed with this. Words can only say so much lah. So I just told him, if you need anything, come and find me lah.
Right.
So I feel for him because I got to know from my wife more of this DMD disease. So at that point of time, he was still new to that DMD thing lah. So I didn't want to like, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. So I just want him to find it out for himself. So when the time comes when he needs something from me or whatsoever, I will be there for him lah.
Yeah.
Right.
So like he said, he has his goal of handing down this legacy to his children. So when I started streaming, there's not really much purpose for me lah. Because my main purpose was like just to support him. So dapat tahu he has this goal, right? So I made it partly my goal also lah. So macam dia nak pass down kan, okay lah, then I do my best to help you to pass down lah. So nanti macam dia pass down to anak dia, maybe anak dia nama Violet Spider. Nanti kat bawah co-founded by Prodigy. Ada nama at least ada nama. Okay.
Violet Spider. Oh, that's nice.
But I think that is something yang I feel is possible in the gaming community, you know, when that's something that people don't really see, because sometimes you forge a really strong bonding through games. And then if you meet great people, and for the both of you, I think you found each other's friendship in such a timely manner. And for you to be able to, you know, for Prod to be able to just betul-betul, you know, go out of your way also in a sense to, you know, support your idea, your ideology, your goal, that is very noble of you also. And I feel that, you know, this legacy, of course, I want to see it grow as well, because I don't want this community to ever end. So I feel like what Farah mentioned also, sometimes we don't really see the tears behind the masks. Like
I like that.
So I think for me, whenever I used to have that perspective or that thinking macam, why guys dah rumah tangga, dah ada anak, still play games why But I realized soon after that actually there is a very deep rooted kind of reason why that they do that. And I think I can see for Velvet it's not just an escape, it's like a purpose for him also. It's like a big purpose in his life.
Yeah. So
for kids and okay, macam deep sangat sorry. Okay, before we end, we have a few more questions, very fun questions that maybe we can share with our audience, right? So we want to ask you guys, because you guys know more games than me lah. I think Yan also know, but if you could recommend a game for a couple to play, what would it be?
It Takes Two.
For me, I would personally recommend Overcooked.
Overcooked.
For
boleh bawa gaduh ni.
Yes.
That's
so
all-
for
that's all.
married couples, especially for husbands, is the only legal way for you to scold your wife. So if you want, I recommend you play Overcooked. It's the best. After that, then you all just tahan lah, whatever. Maybe you kat luar ke apa lah. That's the time to shine.
Overcooked. Okay, maybe another one.
I would say Back 4 Blood.
Back
Yeah,
Blood.
Back 4 Blood. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
It's
game
Left
is
4
that?
Dead.
It's like Left 4 Dead, but
Yeah,
slightly different.
Yeah, it's a sequel to
Zombie,
it's a zombie killing game. Yeah.
I think both of us can like scream
I think we actually bought the game.
Is it?
I bought it. I
Okay,
think.
why do you recommend the game?
Because it's a cooperative
Co-op.
game. It's not
Solo game.
Yeah, it's not competitive. So it's just basically you and your partner trying to get to point B while killing zombies. That's basically it. Yeah, and try not to die lah.
Try not to.
Yeah.
Okay lah, not so macam dulu kita main PUBG je. Yeah, why you hide there? Please don't crouch. Then I'm like, why is he screaming at me? So I'm never gonna play this game again. No lah. Don't move. You can see your footprint. Don't move. You scared me, guys.
Dia ingat tau. And
wow.
this happened before we got married tau. So I'm like,
Such an impact.
yeah.
Okay lah. Maybe if you could recommend a game,
Like I said, It Takes Two.
It Takes Two.
Yeah, probably
It Takes
because
Two
that's
is
the first proper game I actually played with you. And I feel that as much as it's cooperative also, it requires a lot of patience.
No, the fun thing about It Takes Two, it's the game to get to the other side and to get the objective is it really takes two. Like you have to work together. It's not just you do this. It's you have to work together. So sometimes also kita gaduh lah, tapi it's fun.
but the
It's
idea
communication.
behind that game I think is very amazing because it involves a pair of parents who are going through separation.
Yeah.
And then the daughter punya dream is or rather the wish is for them to get back together kan. So the game actually shows
the daughter cry on the toy, and then the
toys
parents
come to
become
life.
the toy.
Yeah, so basically it shows that you really have to work together through difficulties in order for you to solve life's missions.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you guys can try lah. Maybe these 3 games and make it like a bonding session, just a fun night.
I mean kalau tak
with
ada
husband
PlayStation ke
and
tak ada
wife.
apa ke, I think can play card games lah.
Yeah, card
Card games,
games, handphone games pun ada, like you can play together.
Yeah. Nowadays we have handphone
Yeah,
games.
Stumble
Okay.
Guys.
Stumble Guys.
Roblox.
Yeah. Oh, I miss playing
Stumble
Stumble Guys, you guys. Yeah, okay. So I think Well, this is a very, I would say, one of my personal favorite episode because it's my personal favorite streamers kan. So a bit biased there on my side. But I think first and foremost, thank you Velv and Prodigy for coming over to.
Thank you for the invite.
Thank you guys.
Podcast, kan.
Thank you for entertaining and making my husband's night every Wednesdays through Saturdays. Yes.
Welcome, I guess.
Yeah, and I doakan all the best for your son, Velv, and also for Prod for continuing on this journey to support your good friend here. InsyaAllah. And may all the good things come towards your stream and your goals lah, InsyaAllah.
InsyaAllah.
Maybe you can give a shout out to your channel for our listeners to follow kalau diorang nak.
Silakan.
Aku.
Kau semalam buat closing baik sah. 2 days.
I would like to give a shout out to firstly to our community. I can name most of them, but community, you all know who you are. Thank you for sharing your experiences with us, and we are always there to give you advices if needed lah. Macam apa yang TikTok trend, we listen but we don't judge. So that's what we do there lah. Sometimes we disturb you guys in this other sini, but at the end of the day we also care for you guys lah. And second is we like to thank our moderators lah, who always help us to jaga our stream in case like anything happens, they will like inform us or whatsoever. Then lastly want to shout out to you guys also lah, Yanto, Farah, for inviting us to be on this podcast lah.
InsyaAllah.
Yeah, on top of whatever he said, right? Want to give a special shout out to our wives who are very understanding. Come on, man, you gotta
Community, you are second.
Saturday morning tu kita nak kena cabut. Oh my god. Yeah, thank you so much for.
How can I forget?
No, he never forget. He is nervous. Yeah, nervous. Yeah. So thank you so much for being with us in this journey. Your sacrifices, your compromise, it means so much to us. I think that should I say more?
We love you lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah,
Basically.
Okay, so how can our followers find you?
Oh yeah.
Come, please, your turn.
You can find us on twitch.tv/velvyxprodigy. You can find us on TikTok, just Velvet Spider, or on IG, the Velvet Spider. Yeah.
Awesome.
Right,
Thank you guys.
Thank you once again for coming over.
Kalau nak cari renovation?
Sorry, kita apa-apa.
Okay.
Itu kalau korang you and they stream on Wednesdays to Saturdays.
Correct.
Usually from 11:30 until 1:30.
Yeah.
Sometimes on public holidays probably 3. So main game.
8 AM.
Lagi-lagi datang orang nak, I need to complete Warhammer by this day. So sampai pukul 3 pagi.
That's right.
Yeah, so you can follow them to get your nights entertained lah. And also you can always join to get game recommendations from them. Currently they're playing Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
I know too much about you guys. But at the same time, kalau korang nak cari contractor untuk make sure rumah korang steady, cantik untuk raya, lagi 2 bulan raya ni.
Oh betul.
2 bulan ke 3 bulan So get your renovation done now. Go and find Your Reno Works. Macam nak cari dorang?
You can contact them at 8383-7879
ataupun head on over to their socials on Instagram, Facebook or TikTok at Your Reno Works or www.yourrenoworks.com.
You try type.
Yeah, so apa lagi? Dah January tau. Dah New Year, new house lah. Buat lawa-lawa. Okay, contact Your Reno Works. Carilah siapa-siapa kau nak cari. Dah banyak kita punya Reno Works consultants dah datang kat episod ni. Kalau kau tak tahu, cari balik. But then contact je lah. Okay, dapat rumah baru. Then dah buat rumah, dah lawa-lawa, kau invite kita.
Dia makin panjang tau.
Invite kita sekali please.
Okay, Your Reno Works can be trusted.
You've come to the end of another episode of Outside In.
If you like what you hear, please follow us on all our socials, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify and YouTube.
Share it with all of your friends and family members so that they can benefit from this episode, InsyaAllah. Till next time, Assalamualaikum. Bye.
Happy New Year. Gila pula. Tiba.